Hey everybody, it's Chris Laprath, Seeing the Unseen. I know you can hear me now, right, Abby? Welcome everybody. Abby, right? Type in there that you can hear me. I'm doing the show by myself tonight. Kenan couldn't make it; he had another engagement, so this is my first time. All right, so it's an opportunity for me to be creative, and thank you, Doreen. Thank you, Abby. Hey, Scott, nice to have you. So, I'm doing the show because I would have asked you, Scott, to come over and help me, but I wanted to see if I could do this on my own. I'm a big boy, I can do it on my own. But I want to first light this incense for you and let you know that the only thing that I may need help with is the chat. So I won't be able to respond to any questions or anything in the chat, but I can, through this incense, send you lots of great blessings tonight. And whatever this symbolizes to you, whatever it is that you're wanting to create in your life, that's what this incense is for specifically tonight. To remove the old, any bad energy, and to bring in whatever is new. So the thing that I would ask you to do, or recommend that you do, is on sticky notes, on markers, on your bathroom mirror, on your refrigerator. How can I create greater? How can I create greater? So that is your mantra. Show me how to create greater. Because, now watch this. You ready? Whoa, the group card. I actually did this myself. Kenneth did spend all afternoon trying to teach me, though. But the group card tonight is a beautiful card. It's about creativity. It's around the three of crystals. Now, the only thing I ask is I have a list. The last one I have on my list is Scott Ambrosi. If I miss you, and I've got all your names here in order, I wrote them down during the preview when Abby was saying we couldn't hear you. I didn't play the music purposely because I didn't want to have to switch desks, right? And hang on, let me shut my phone off. I apologize. I didn't want to switch desks and shut off the music and then run back to this desk. So the only thing I ask is, oh, Marilyn Pitts. Okay, hey, Marilyn, thanks for being here. All right. So I've got down through Marilyn. If you come on late, if I miss you, just say, hey, me. Just write in me. And I'll try to pay attention to the chat. My focus is never on the chat. It's on you. It's on your energy field. So, if I happen to miss you at all, you can text me, you can instant message me, and I can do a private card for you. But I've got Melinda, Laurel, Marilyn, Dawn, Lindsay, Doreen, Hannah, Ashley, Abby, Marilyn, Diane, Edna, Kat, Scott, and Marilyn. So, in that order, Marilyn Pitts, okay? And because we always do it in the order that you come into the show, all right? But I want to talk a little bit more about this three of crystals. Okay, so when you take a crystal and you look through it at one side, you see something completely different through the crystal, through that prism, what's inside the crystal. You turn the crystal, you see another perspective. You see another perspective each time you turn it. This is you. Every day is completely different because every day, every second, we are creating every second 2 million red blood cells. And that means that 330 billion cells are replaced every day. So if you ever think that you're not creative, can you cancel, clear, delete that? Cancel, clear, delete. You absolutely are. We are creative beings. But at the same time, we've got to be in a destructive mode as well. So there's the destruction and the putting away of what no longer serves us, and then this new creation. I hope for those of you that could not be on the show last night, I hope every one of you goes back and watches that show. If you were on the show, I highly encourage you to watch it. We interviewed Barbara Hepburn, we interviewed Matthew James Bailey, and you will feel that energy. So Barb has been my teacher for 30 years, and she is the master at healing energies and sending out amazing frequencies, whether it's through the camera, whether it's through Zoom, wherever it is. And I know I got many texts from a lot of you last night going, the top of my head is tingling. And Laurel, I know Laurel, you said that. Hannah, you really felt it. I got several texts from all of you that actually felt something. And it shows up in different ways. Today I had to take quite a bit of kaopectate. It's such a high frequency that it can be very cleansing. So we're all these incredible creators, and please, are you willing to let go of comparing your creation to anyone else, or comparing who you are to anyone else? And anyone that is doing that, think about it as we talked about a little before on the Celestine Prophecy, that book. We talked about the Celestine Prophecy and how control dramas can affect us. And one of the control dramas is being aloof. Someone that is aloof is putting you down by a look, by a word, by simply not even answering. It is a major control drama. So this is being creative on your own, free of comparing yourself to anyone else or creating a control drama where someone knows more than you, or they act better than you, or they dress better than you. This is what the crystalline structure is. That's what this card is about. Yeah, Lanny, thank you. You said lots of energy. You could even feel it. Thank you. I appreciate it. So, Laurel says literally. I love it. This, so just as cells are replaced in your body, 330 billion cells every day, just as cells are germinating, new cells are germinating every second, there are ideas, there's a new way of being, there's a new way of living that is coming to you. That was my whole purpose of doing this program and doing it for a year and a half, is stimulating that natural genius that you are. This is about, I've had some amazing experiences. Now, it's your turn to have these incredible experiences as you go through this. And this is about you thinking creatively. Okay. So, we have Mindy is first on the show tonight. So Mindy, we're going to pull a card for you. And hey, Gio. So if those of you that are just joining the show, Kennan's not here tonight. So I'm going to have to keep track of the tracker or of the what I'm looking at is when you come on and you say hello, it is a tracker, but it scrolls up. So if I miss you toward the end of the show, just say, "Hey, you forgot me." But I've gotten everyone down here through Jared, through Geo, and anyone comes on after that, just remind me. If I miss anybody, just remind me. Okay, Mindy, here we go. What you do and what you say matters, even though you may not be able to see it. So, what I'm looking at here, what they're telling me to tell you, Mindy, and to share with all of you, we came to this earth and it goes by really, really fast. So, in the East, they will spend months and months making these precise and intricate sand mandalas. They're beautiful, intricate, round circles, just like this that you're looking at here in this wheel. But they're much more elaborate. They use many, many different colors of sand. And sometimes it takes them months, sometimes even years, because they can be very, very large. The moment that they finish it, they destroy it. And they start over. So, Melinda, in any way, shape, or form, be free of beating up on yourself. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, materially, anyway. Because you chose the life lessons you did. We all did. We chose our life lessons. Trust that you're doing really, really well with them. How about trusting, I'm doing really good with this? Because we're all inside made up of billions and billions of little tiny grains of sand called cells. 330 million of them every day are renewed. It's trusting the process and trusting that we're getting the lesson. It's important to get what life is teaching you. Otherwise, sometimes you have to come back and keep repeating fourth grade over and over and over again. That's no fun. Melinda, you're getting assurance that you're doing great. And whatever you've created in the past that you didn't like, just erase it. Absolutely, just erase it. Okay, now we've got, hey Laurel, here we go. Laurel, this is ecstasy. It's not just excitement. This is beyond excitement. It is like a sublime level of ecstasy. So, universe, show me now what I can create. How about that? How can I create greater, Laurel? It's ecstasy. This is what's coming down and through you. So, on the show last night, I know Barb addressed one of your questions. So did Matthew. But this is learning to not throw your pearls before swine. Some people like gloom, despair, and agony. That's where they live, that's where they dwell. And they judge everyone that is not in that. Because they want to drag more people, right, down to them. The more the merrier is their tune. So you're moving into this level of ecstasy, and also, as Barb was talking about last night, I want to reiterate that with you. You're phenomenal. Like, I've known you for probably 20, 25 years now. I was thinking about this last night. And how you inspire and you bring about this ecstasy to those that are around you. You don't have to spend a lot of money, but every week, at least every week, buy yourself some flowers. Every time you go to the grocery store, get yourself some flowers. There's an energy around them. There's a certain vibration around them that are really powerful for you. And you have a flamboyant friend on the other side that's talking about, girl, if you can't afford flowers, go make some paper ones. Keep those around you. I don't know if you know who that is, but it is the shape of the flower. You never critique the shape of a flower if it's out of balance or if it's lopsided. It's the art. Laurel, he's telling me to tell you, you are a work of amazing art. So Melinda, Laurel, Marilyn, Dawn, Lindsay, Doreen, Hannah, Ashley, Abby, Marilyn, Diane, Edna, Kat, Scott, Marilyn Pitts, Lana, Jared, you are a piece of art. Doreen. Yeah, I said Doreen, so we're good. Okay, piece of art. All right. Okay. I think we've got. I'm gonna do Marilyn Pitts. Okay. And then, because we'll do Abby and Marilyn together when we get down a little bit further. So, my dear Marilyn. So this is about bringing you were like we're talking about focus last night and being able to focus. Listen, right now, Larry's health is the most important, right? Well, your health is the most important. But you're helping Larry. And so what if your house gets messy? So what if the dishes don't get done? So what if the car needs washed? Bring it in, girl. You're prioritizing, you're taking care of what needs to be taken care of. And I send you this energy of being overwhelmed by the minutia. The minutia. On your headstone, it's not going to say, Marilyn did not wash the dishes on July 7th or August the 7th, 2023. Doesn't matter. This is, you're here, you're now, you're healing. And I really loved Austin's question last night. I don't know if Austin's on tonight, but he was talking about this motivation, right? There are times when you're not motivated. You just need to rest. We've talked about this on the show before, Marilyn, when your dogs, right, your dogs came through, where a lot of times dogs, animals just lay on the floor, they'll lay on the couch 23 hours of the day. But man, when they see a leash or when they hear the refrigerator door open, boom, they're up. So are you willing to let go of any judgment on yourself about not doing anything or not doing enough? Got it. Okay. All right, my Dawn, here we go. So, Dawn, you impress. You don't need to try to impress. Show me now, Dawn, or universe, show me now what to do. Show me now what is for my best and highest. Give it to me. This past weekend, when I went to Sedona, I wanted to go by the creek, the water, Oak Creek. And I knew I didn't need a lot of time there. I just needed to be in that energy field. And that's what I'm getting, Dawn, is for you to be by water, like flowing water. I'll call you, or can you call me or text me to remind me? There's a little more to this. There's something you're to do with water, and it's almost like an environmental company. There's something really strong with that. And your guides are telling me to remind you in your yoga training to look up water, to remember what water is or what it symbolizes. Okay. Okay, here we go, Lindsay. Yeah. Lindsay, you're moving into devil's play. This is, again, it's not about the devil. It's not evil. This is your okay. Let me put it to you this way, Linz. You go to your girls and you go, okay, today we're going to go to the zoo and then we're going to go get the nails done and then I don't want to. What? I had this whole day planned. We're going to do it. And then the whole day is spent kind of in torture because they didn't want to do that. Okay, I think you got my illustration, right? So let me give you an example. So Scott and I are doing this script for the movie, right? And I've often said, well, script, what do you want? And it's a personification to go, what is it that you want? Now, this is what I want. Now, what is it that you want? Show me now. This is your old business. Go, okay, how is it that you would like to dissipate? What is it that you would like to do? And it's a personification of, because everything is energy. Everything is energy, and they're conglomerations of molecules. Whether it's a business, whether it's a script, whatever it is. What is it that you would like? And then allow that answer to come. And the answer will come. And Jeff just hopped on. So Jeff, I don't have a producer tonight. So I will promise it will get to you. So this is about letting go, but asking, and everyone that's on the show tonight, whether it's, and I've talked to Jeff about this. He bought a ranch up north. Ask the land, what is it you want? What would you like to be? What would you like to create? What can we co-create together? Okay, that's what you can do. Okay. So, so then, if you're needing something, Lindsay, you said you need your SBA loans to be forgiven. If you're needing something, can you let go of that word need and go, how can this work out for my best and highest? Right? Because when you put energy into something, it can resist and create more problems. It can give you a kickback. Okay. Then we've got, hey, Doreen. Thanks for being here. Oh, this is a good one, Doreen. Disappointment. So the other night I made like this curry chicken. I don't know, the chicken was like $20 at the store, and I don't know, I made it with coconut milk, and I don't know, probably the meal cost like $40, $50, and it was horrible. I went, where's Doreen when you need her? Where is Doreen when you really need her? Doreen's a chef, everybody, in case you didn't know. Professional chef, amazing. So it's like, you know what? That was an incredible learning. I learned how not to make chicken curry. I won't do that again. And let it go. How about just letting any of these disappointments that you thought should have worked out didn't work out? And it's little things, Doreen. It's divine. Know that you're divinely directed. And free of judging yourself about being too scattered or having too many projects. How would that be if you just let go of judging yourself about having too many projects or being too busy? Because what if you're using all these projects to create disappointment in yourself, which it might have been your core belief, or living up to others' disappointment in you? Let's say you were raised with people who you felt were disappointed in you, and maybe they actually were, whatever it was. So using what it is that you've created and be free of the disappointment or any disappointment it's creating for not working out the way you think it should. But again, asking the project, what is it that you would like? How would you like to be? And allow it to dissipate. Because if we're forcing something, that energy doesn't necessarily want to be here. It wants to be somewhere else. Okay. All right, Hannah, banana, Fofana, feed 5, Fofana, Hannah. All right, here we go. This is a fine line. It's about being free of you don't have to be smart. You are smart. And are you willing to let go of the need to prove that you're smart? Or the need to prove your point? Or people that come into your life or that are in your life, sometimes I wish I had like 5 or 6 hours with every one of you, because I'm doing my best to condense this down into a brief synopsis. There will always be greater and lesser people than yourself. And anyone that is endeavoring to put you down to elevate themselves, are you willing to let go of that energy and that game? It's a game. It's not something that you're not good at. It's something you can get better at. Do you understand? Okay, so I was slapped on the wrist and hand with a ruler by my math teacher because I wasn't good at math in 7th grade, 6th grade, anyway. So I believed that I wasn't good at math. But actually I'm pretty good at math. You can learn. This is the learner card. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to pretend to know anything. You can just be the learner. And the more brain cells, as Barb was talking about last night, the more brain cells that you grow, that's like greater antenna, so that you have access to this information and to these experiences and these synchronistic events. Your antenna is growing. Okay, that's the whole point of building your brain. All right. And then we've got Ashley. Thanks for being here, Ash. This was actually our card for last night. Okay. Whoa, okay, Ashley. Okay. You've done some work on this already. But there's something coming through big here with religion. Anywhere, are you willing to let go anywhere right now that you are a sinner? This is a very this is a very tight religious structure, but it can be more than just religion. It's it's like, rather than striving for something that is intangible, accept your own purity, accept your own vibrant, perfect self the way you are right now. And anywhere where you've been made wrong or bad about money, sex, political stance, anywhere along those lines, the people that have put judgment on you have actually put judgment on themselves, and they're just wanting to have a big pity party, a bigger pity party, by inviting more people in to this, oh, we're all sinners. Well, what even does that mean? So it's intangible, it's obscure, it's not to say that there aren't ethics. There are ethics, but you're doing that. You're godlight. So let more of that in. And anywhere where someone is endeavoring to make you wrong or bad, again, this has to do a little bit with Hannah and that card. Those people are really struggling with judgment on themselves, not about you. Okay, my dear Abby and Marilyn. I think I'm doing okay, right? Without a producer. I think I've got everybody so far. Okay. Okay, Marilyn. I love it because the messages, when I pull your guys' cards, it really reiterates with the whole group. Are you willing to let go of only trusting your eyes, the physical eyes? Seeing is not believing. Believing is seeing, Marilyn. This is because you have a very scientific mind. You're very smart. A lot of people on the show, if everybody on the show, Jeff, Jared, Lana, Scott, everyone on the show, we're all very smart. What we're moving into are senses that are beyond sight, hearing, smell, taste, touch. This is trusting our other senses. And more when I'm doing private readings for people, I'm seeing these gifts that are inexplicable. And I do my best to verbally tell them in English what these gifts are. So what this is, Marilyn, is, and I will speak to everyone on the show, are you willing to open up are you willing to open up fully to your other senses? When I was a little kid and I first saw Grandfather Clock on Captain Kangaroo, scared the crap out of me. I didn't know what I was looking at. What the heck is that? So when these senses start developing, sometimes we're going to see grandfather clocks that talk. Do you get my drift? Do you understand what I'm saying, everyone? Um, Hannah was playing the guitar the other night in a field, and this giant moth came and landed on her. It was giant. There are things that are going to be happening more and more that are not explicable with the left brain. Okay. That are not explainable with the left brain. Jeff, you hearing me? If you're still on? Okay. All right, my dear Abby. Yeah, Abby. Abby, you're really pretty. You're really beautiful. What was your first reaction to that? So I want you to look at the show. I want you to look at me and say, I am beautiful. Yes, Abby, you're beautiful. Are you willing to claim your beauty? Are you willing to claim your psychic ability? It's much like going to a garage sale, Abby, and finding this real pretty rock. And this is true. Like I read this about 2 weeks ago, where this woman bought this enormous fake diamond ring. It was huge. I don't know how many carats. But she had it for 30 years. It was worth millions. She bought it for like 30 cents. They thought it was costume jewelry. Abby, are you willing to let go of any idea or belief system that your costume jewelry when it comes to your abilities? And be free of claiming it by saying, well, I'm just not feeling it. Well, maybe you don't feel it. Maybe for you, you don't feel it. It comes in another way. Do you understand? So this is like Marilyn's card. Like, it may not be through sight, right? Or it may not be through tactile or feeling it, but it is there. You know stuff. Okay. And I'm going to talk to everybody on this one. Okay, you're getting it. Can you feel this, you guys? I can feel this. All right, good. All right, Diane, here we go. You and Edna, coming up. So, Diane, how can I create greater fun in my life? How can I create greater fun in my life? How fun is it when someone judges you? That's not fun. How fun is it when you judge others? That's not fun. Or when you label, or so when you were a kid, right? The kids, everyone wanted to play tag, but you wanted to play Mother May I. or whatever it was, you had the choice of either playing or just going home. You choose. You get to choose the game you're playing. This is the player card. And you know what I'm talking about. But if you feel judged by others, it's a mirror. Then they have felt judged by you. And there's nothing wrong with tag. There's nothing wrong with a game of judgment. It when I was a little kid, my cousins at Lana's parents' house, all my cousins used to get together, and Carlene and Connie and all these Norman and Lauren. We used to play Mean Mommy. Why? I don't know. But Carlene or one of the girls, Lula, would be a mean mommy, and we just thought that was hilarious. Like, they'd tell us, they'd shove us in the closet, or they'd, I don't know, do stuff, and we just played mean mommy. And then after a while, that just got kind of old. Wasn't fun anymore. So you decide what's fun and what isn't fun. Okay, that's the player card. All right. Okay, my dear Edna. We'll sing in the sunshine. We'll laugh every day. This is the sun card. This is beach it, baby, flaunt it, baby. So in the morning, Edna, it doesn't have to be in the morning, anytime during the day, go out and open your eyes and look. You can keep your head still, but just look at the sky. Look at the light. This helps to build neural connections in the brain. Just even being in the light and looking at the light. The sun is so important for you. Look at your vitamin D levels. There are even vitamin D supplements that might be helpful for you. I'm getting like living in two places. Having your place there, but even living in a warmer climate during the winter. This is the sun card is everything working out for you. Everything. It's one of the highest cards in the deck. So thank you for being here toward the end of the show, where this sun card is a blessing for all of us. It is the universe giving us what we want. Awesome. Okay, my dear Kat and Jared. We'll do Kat and Jared together. Kat, I don't know what you studied in college, whether you studied Socrates, Plato, Greek, Roman. Was there any one of your you've got a Roman soldier around you. He's been your guide through a few lifetimes. He's encouraging you to write, whether it's a diary, or even doodling. It there's something there's a break. It's going to activate a different area of your brain. So whenever you feel stuck or really tired, or just doodle and write what it is you do want to feel. And universe, how can I create greater? How can I create greater energy in my life? How can I create greater energy in my life? How can I create more leisure time? How can I create more rest? That type of thing. And it's writing it down and literally putting it on your bathroom mirror. I mean, so you see it every day on your workbench, on your computer, whatever it is. And I'm not a neuroscientist, but there's something with the writing of it that will put it on a different area of your brain and help you create it. Okay, my Jared, here we go. Dr. J. So they always say if you like fresh flowers, like Laura, we were talking about that earlier on the show, don't keep them around if they die. Like, just go ahead and throw them out. You go, oh, they were so pretty once. Well, go get new ones. Let it go. So are you willing to let it go? Think, people that love us, people that we're close to, they're going to say things that are like stagnant. They're dead flowers. Let it go. It's clogging up the pipes. It's causing stress of what someone has said something to you. Let it go, Jared. Let it go. Let it go. I had someone yesterday say something really hurtful, and they apologized this morning. They call up and go, I'm just so, I don't know what made me say that. It's okay. I had already let it go. But it meant a lot, because when I let it go, have you ever played that rubber band with someone else, where you give someone the rubber band, and who's going to let go of it first? You stretch it, and whoever's going to let go of it first, that other guy's going to get zapped. This is just letting it go, not even playing that game, not even stretching it. It don't matter. It don't matter. Okay. All right, now we've got Scott. Ambrosi, oh my God, you guys, he called me today. Talk about writing, and a brilliant writer. And he had me bawling on the phone, sharing me these new thoughts with the script. Holy cow. I am thrilled. Like, it's just really an amazing, amazing story that I really, somehow I'd love to have you all part of. We'll figure that out. And Scott, look, oh gosh, this is a shock to me. Not. It's the magician card. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. We don't need a fairy godmother. We are the fairy godmothers. We are the creators. This is the group card tonight, Scott. Everyone, creativity. 330 billion cells every day are being replaced. Astronomical. We can't even imagine it. Our creativity to create a new consciousness on the earth You don't think that we're doing much? Our thoughts do matter. Your stories matter. What is it that you're telling yourself? You are the magician. Your words are creating your reality. If you want something different, use your words. Use your words. If any of you parents out there, even as an adult, if you're going, I want that, I want that, and you're crying and you're screaming and you're yelling, and then the universe is saying, use your words. What is it that you actually want? Use our words. These are incantations. These are spells. Spells. That's why they call it spelling. Use your words. That was awesome. Okay. All right, my dear Lana. My dear Lanny. Lana, you do not abide stupid. It just makes me laugh. Anyone close to you or around you that is playing the game of dumb, the greatest thing you can do is not buy into it. I know you don't buy into it. But that is their behavior pattern that they suck people up. They suck people into. It doesn't work with you, and so it can be really disruptive. They're not getting their lesson. Just allow them to not get their lesson. You know, it's like, let them sit in detention. Let them sit. If you misbehave in school, then you have to go to detention, and you have to stay till 5 o'clock. Let them do that. Let them be in their misery without you buying into it or even talking about them. They're doing it to create ripples, energy ripples, which they then suck up. They love that. They love that, the drama. And that's why they're playing stupid. This is the delusion card. And anytime you give it attention, even talk about them, or you're just like, oh, they have a 10,000 square foot house on the river Denial. Okay? That's where they want to live. Let them live in denial. All right, my dears. We have got Jeff. Jeff, hopefully you're still on. Ooh, Jeff, I'll have to call you on this one. This is a good one. Time space is an illusion. When things aren't working out, that's space. And the time that they're working or not working out in, that's the time. That's the time space. So there are people that are very linear thinkers. They only operate in time and space. You have never done that. So it's been sometimes challenging for you to operate with people that are not, that are linear, that are it always gets done. Call on your, if you have contractors, if you have people that work under you or that they're contractors, you tell them what to do, and you don't need to tell them how to do it. It's why you hired them. They know how to do it. And let them know it would be good if this is done by such and such. And allow it to be done, but set your intention inside and let it go, knowing that it's going to work out. Okay, do we have everyone? Did I get everybody on the show? I'm watching the chat. Kenan will be here Wednesday night, but I'm actually pretty impressed. This was actually fun. I didn't think I could do it on my own, but once I got everybody's name down, that was my major concern, that I would get everybody and I wouldn't miss anyone. But if I missed you, say something now in the chat. But let's do this again Wednesday night. If you have any questions, please call me, text me. We'll talk. All right? So, great blessings to you all, and we will see you Wednesday night. Have a great night.